What is up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here. In case you're new to the channel, I have been publishing on Amazon for 4 years now, making a full-time income from it through Kindle publishing. And what I want to talk about today, guys, I'm going to just give it to you. The best keyword for Christmas, especially if you are a low-content publisher. It's kind of like an obvious keyword, but hey, in case you don't know what it is, I'm going to just give it to you. So I don't really fluff around. I've got no speech to give you, nothing motivational. I'm just going to go straight to the keyword, guys. And let's analyze it and talk about what you need to do to succeed with it. So let me prop this up. All right, almost ready. All right, guys, let's hit it up here. So, in my opinion, the best keyword for Christmas is going to be Christmas books related to either coloring books or color by number. So let me just give a quick overview of what this concept is for low content. You see here that this is what's called a color by number book. It's usually meant for kids. However, I suppose adults can work on this too. You have the option to color within segments of a page. And notice how there's numbers here. This is color coded. So for instance, this cover shows you exactly how this works. 1 equals green, 2 equals brown, 3 equals yellow, etc. And then you fill in the appropriate color within the correct cell. I guess I'll just call it cell. So this is something that I remember doing as a kid in elementary school. It's not something super original. It's always been around. But this keyword is fire. It's absolutely doing well across all books. But Christmas, guys, is when this is going to really pop off. And you're going to see a spike in sales for this keyword from actually right now onward. It's only going to sell more. It's only going to crush it more. So you've got color by number books, and you have coloring books as well. However, I can tell you, color books, I have a few now. I'm not going to reveal who I am yet on Amazon for low content this year. But I want you guys to take a look. I'm going to go back to this book and see. This is self-published. It doesn't have a lot of content necessarily, but hey, it's already selling well for this publisher. And there's really nothing sophisticated going on. These are the samples of the designs. Aside from making cells within an illustration, you just got to put the numbers and the codes. This is not something that's very hard to outsource. Just give an example to an illustrator or someone that digitizes pages, and it's pretty easy to pull off. So let's take a look at some other books to get some inspiration, and then I'll tell you how to succeed with this keyword. Haneen, how's it going? Thanks for signing on to the channel. I appreciate it. Hope this serves you well with getting keywords that you want to make money with. So what I want to take a look at next, I would want to look at this book, but to show you guys why this is such a keyword. Believe it or not, you don't need reviews to sell copies of these books. Now, that's nothing groundbreaking, but I'm just saying, an actual keyword, you can just put it out and get a few copies sold. Now, are you willing to settle just for getting whatever amount of sales without any reviews? That's your call. It's up to you. But notice I'm highlighting for you a bunch of self-published books with no reviews, and they sell. Some better than others, I'll admit. Usually it's due to the cover. Yeah. Usually covers to dictate who's going to buy what, aside from social proof, aside from having reviews. So, I mean, this is a pretty darn good cover, I must say. It's selling okay. So, this is something that I do. I have a Christmas book. I have a couple. I'm ready for Christmas. My body is ready. But 3 elements, guys, for this keyword. Number one is you need a kick-ass cover. So it's really subjective on what that really means for a cover. Just have a good-looking cover, guys. It can be a mosaic if you want for color by number. It can be conventional. It can be cartoonish. Just this is something that's very easy to pull off. This kind of cover here, although it doesn't sell as well. You can do stained glass as a concept. Just get a color by number book out and make sure you put out the best cover that you can, relative to like detail, color, and having good content. And number two, guys, if I were to scroll around again, let me sort here by the most number of reviews. Actually, that won't do well because it's going to bring irrelevant books. Let's just stick to what's relevant. The best-selling books for this keyword, more or less, have a lot of reviews. And don't let that discourage you guys, especially if you're someone watching on the channel that has a way to get at least 5 reviews for your book. By all means, get some reviews slapped on. I mean, this person got 1 review, and it's already going for them. This is a keyword where you do want to get reviews so you can get sales going, and it'll take off as we head towards Christmas. So if you can do that, and this person has 8 reviews and is selling at $7.99. If you can pull it off, you will have something that'll do really well for Christmas. And we'll check back on this keyword in a few weeks. I think BSRs will only continue improving. So I think this is the most practical example of what you can do for publishing. And we'll look at this person's keywords in a bit. And number 3, in terms of what you need to do to succeed with this keyword, you just need good content. So yeah, you have the design set up. Be sure, as I've mentioned before, in the back cover of your books, have samples, have examples of the interior pages of your illustrations, because the look inside feature doesn't always work for the preview. So in case that happens, you always want to have a fail-safe, meaning no matter what happens, you'll have at least the back cover display for your book, and the customer can see what illustrations they'll be getting, which is much more reassuring to buy than previewing a book. You don't know what the illustrations look like. You're less likely to buy it. So that's what I've got to say about this keyword. This is not going to be a super long stream. You know, it's a Halloween evening here, so I'm wrap it up pretty soon. But let's look at this person's keywords. I'm going to sort by paperback. So they have Halloween color by number, of course, selling well. Unicorns, Christmas, flowers, autumn. And from there, you have things that either aren't doing well or are seasonal. Like this one has a weak rank now, but towards April, this will do well again. So yeah, if you want to take a look at this person's books, look at Nikki Sharma. You'll be able to copy all that good stuff. All good stuff. So yeah, that's what I've got to say, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Hey, after the presidential election is over, I've actually got a really big announcement to make. It's a serious one. However, I just can't make it right now because I think everyone's preoccupied with the election and everything. So I want to have everyone's attention before I make a big announcement on something. So until then, guys, stay safe. Go out and vote if you're in the US. And I will see you later.